What's going on, assassins? Practically everything that you acquire in the game can become mythical level, but you need the right materials. And not just that, once you have those materials to upgrade them to the highest level, you also need other materials in order to upgrade not only the quality but the strength and whatnot for these items. So, how do you do it? I'm going to show you a near perfect farm, a loop that you can go in that will not only pass the time, not only get you all the items you need, but it may also give you an amazing amount of XP, leather, iron, nickel, and tungsten. I'm Darkstrider, the YouTube Assassin. Let's get into this. So like I said before, we're going to need a lot of materials in order to upgrade the gear and the weapons. Not just to upgrade them to the mythical level, but individually to make them stronger, you're going to have to gain a lot of other materials. And all of this is like really hard to find sometimes, or you don't have the money. You're going to need leather, iron ore, you're going to need fabric, which we can't find, tungsten, nickel, and also titanium. So we're going to be farming a lot. The first thing we're going to want to do is we're going to do the Orlog trick where we become invincible, because it just makes things easier as we're hunting. Everyone leaves us alone and we're able to take out the people we need. Now, the first thing we do is go to Glowecestrescire, which is where our first tungsten carriers are. We're going to look for them, and sometimes they'll be on this gate, sometimes they'll be by the other gate, sometimes they'll be by the other bridge. Most of the time, they'll be right in the middle of the town itself. So we're going to take them out. And personally, I like to take them all out because that way they respawn quicker. I know somebody had commented that you only need to take out the person who's carrying the metal, and that didn't work for me. I took out a couple of people, but then they weren't respawning at all. So I tried to save and reload. That did not work. I came back like if nothing happened. I still was even invincible. So just remember that. What I had to end up doing was shutting down my whole system, or not the whole system, but the game, exiting out of the game completely, and then coming back into the game, and then starting from scratch, doing it all over again. And that made it go. That made all the guys pop, killing them all, the entire crew. I would come back, they all popped again. They all respawned. So that's what we want. We want stuff like that. And of course, another thing I want to point out is, as you're looking in this town, there are plenty of animals all around. There's plenty of farmland here. So as you're waiting for some of these guys to pop, you want to lie in wait, you want them to come to you, you could actually go around killing some of the animals that are here. There's cows, there's pigs, sheep, chickens. Just don't chase them though. Let them come to you, the animals, or if they're close by, knock a couple of them out. Here comes another patrol. I'll take that out. The next thing you're going to do is come down to this spot in Hamtunscire. This is where we have our other patrols, and there's another 5 in here. What we're going to do, as you can see, that patrol is, a decent distance away, so I'm not going to rush it. In the meanwhile, being that you spawn right here on this spot, when you get to this point, you got tons of these iron deposits. So run around and knock all these deposits out so that you can collect the iron. It's a lot more efficient than actually, well, not more efficient, but it's a lot cheaper than going and purchasing all the iron you can. You see, it's multi-level, this mountain, so there's multi-tiers of this, and I'm missing this. There's multi-tiers of iron that you can collect. There's a ton of them. I think that there's 9 or 10 in total on this spot. Also, there's a titanium deposit in one of these things. So you could also collect that, besides collecting the titanium from the soldiers themselves as they're dropping the tungsten and the nickel ingots. Those are pretty awesome as well, and you're going to get like tons of them while you're killing these guys. But iron, look at that. You get all that iron. You go about your business, taking these guys out. You wash, rinse, repeat. And I know some of you are thinking, that's going to be too much. That's going to be too much. No, it's not. That iron, you won't even realize it. Same thing with the leather as you're like killing the animals in the town. You won't even realize how much you're accumulating as you go on. And every time you teleport here, as you're doing the farming pattern, those deposits will respawn. As will the animals. They will also respawn in the town. Here goes another patrol right over here that we're finding. So we're going to take them out as well. Now, you could also go around and you could take out, like some of the animals that are around here while you're waiting for patrols to show up. That I don't advise. That's going to take too long. You're going to be using up your arrows. I'd rather do it where it's simple, where you're close by, where you can even just take them out as quickly as possible. That's what you want to do. You want to go for speed. It took me maybe 2 hours worth of farming for me to upgrade all of my weapons, items, and gear to mythical. Not to strengthen them, not to bolster them. That's going to take a little while longer because there are tons of slots. But to upgrade them all, it took about 2 hours running this pattern. And I had a lot of stuff. Next, we're going to come over here. This is where the nickel is. So I already know where these guys are. And there's 2 patrols here that have the nickel. Sometimes the 2 patrols are combined. They're like one massive patrol. And sometimes they're individual patrols. These guys over here, they're not carrying anything. I'm just taking them out just for the extra silver and the extra, trinkets and whatnot. Once I get enough trinkets and everything, or if I want to go pay a visit to the store, like you see I'm almost leveled up, I'll take all those trinkets, I'll sell them all off, I'll sell off all the animal parts, the guts, the hearts, the jawbones, things like that, and I'll take all that silver that I get and I'll buy an extra knowledge scroll just so that I gain an extra level. Also, you'd be surprised how quick you're leveling up here doing this nonsense. You're actually leveling up pretty fast. I was pretty blown away at how quick this goes, how fast this is. Also, down the road where these guys came from is just a massive farm. And that massive farm has tons of animals if you want to go and just take them all out for the leather. Right down there. So we're going to head all the way to the start of our farming loop. But just so that you could see before we even get there, down here, this is where that farm was. This whole area here, it's all farmland and there's plenty of animals to kill. But again, I don't want to chase after them. I want to go to like my local area and I'll take them out individually little by little. There goes one guy that was carrying tungsten. And now look at this. It's 2 parties that are carrying tungsten right there. And it looks like a third patrol is incoming. So we're going to take out these 2 patrols that are all bunched up together. Again, wiping them out. Taking all that silver. The max I believe I've gotten was like 18 pieces of silver, which adds up. Extra runes, which you could sell off if you don't need them. A ton of titanium, which will help when you're upgrading the items individually to strengthen them. And all the stuff that we need, all these little trinkets that we could sell off. Run around, check these guys, wait around for like another one of the patrols to come by, and in the meanwhile, just go around, take out all these animals. You'll see over here, there's sheep. Just give them a couple of whacks. There we go. Don't chase after them. You're just wasting your time if you chase after them. You want to just make sure that they're close by. If they're close by, take out a couple of them. Especially if you have like a spear or something like that, use your spear and take out like several of them at a time. You'll get like a ton of leather and, like I said, a ton of other parts that you can sell off because you don't need it. And just make sure that you bring the stuff to the hunter shop. I believe that they use some of the guts, some of the hearts and stuff like that. Here we go, just running through, taking all that leather. Like right now I'm purposely doing it just because I want to show you guys. Look at this, it's pigs. And it's all like near the roads where you'll be, or not roads, but the walkways that you'll be attacking all of these soldiers. And because you have the invincibility glitch on, nobody sees you, nobody bothers you, they leave you alone. Anyway, let me know in the comments below, what do you think of this farming thing? Have you found a better farming route? I'd love to hear from you. Other than that, I really do hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe. It helps this channel out an awful lot. Ring that bell so that way you don't miss any of my content. I want to thank each and every one of you for watching again. Until the next time, take care, be good, and have fun farming.